I say that right before the Earth starts to explode. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Astrophysicist Plays. I had some free time here, so I thought I'd try out a new game for the channel. This game was recommended to me a while back. It's called the Entropy Centre. All I know about the game so far is that it might be centered around a mechanic similar to the Recall and Tears of the Kingdom, though it came out first, so if that is the case, Tears of the Kingdom stole from this, and Nintendo will be going to jail for theft. Hey, don't worry, police are on standby. I will be giving them a call as soon as we confirm one way or the other. They'll be very annoyed, but I will be giving them a call. Okay, so let's get into the game and see what it's like. Okay. You don't see that every day? Well, maybe you do. I really shouldn't speak for you. Okay, let us see. Huh. Oh. Trees growing out of the sky. Well, I don't see that every day. You apparently do. You lead a very interesting life. Alright, let's see. Okay, so looks like some sort of office room, and it's either been torn apart by space and time or is in post-Brexit United Kingdom. One or the other. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Oh, there's an old CRT computer monitor right there in the center, it looks like. So giving some clues as to the time period. And yet, standard swivel office chairs. Now, hold on for a second. I'm just interested in watching things tumble through space. I'm trying to figure out how much of their motion is just natural tumbling and how much is unnatural. And, you know, I'm actually serious about this because... So, let's look at... Oh, this office chair, the one at the center right now. So, if anything is, like, out in zero gravity, just doing its thing, there are actually a very limited range of ways it can be tumbling through space. Essentially, it has to be typically rotating about one of its primary axes with some amount of precession. And the axis of rotation has to go through the center of mass of the object. And if the center of mass is moving over time, it has to keep moving at a steady rate. So let me just point the camera here so we can watch a given spot. And you can see by that that the chair is definitely moving over time. It's not staying in the same space, so there must be some external force acting on it. It feels like there might be like an invisible gravitational force somewhere around here that it's orbiting around. Though, yeah, it's not accelerating as if there is a gravitational force there. So it's something beyond that. And also the way it's rotating, it's not about its center of mass. The rotation of the chair actually seems to be around a point somewhat outside its body, like roughly where I'm pointing, below the bottom of it, seems to be the point it's rotating around. So that rotation wouldn't work even if you assume there's some invisible gravitational force causing the overall motion of it. There would also have to be a small one that is pulling in the chair enough to effectively cause it to be orbiting a small spot around there. So I guess what I'm saying here is this scene of the shattered floating office, not very natural. It's not really obeying the laws of physics here. Okay, well, let's go inspect. Physics rating so far not very good, but there's a chance for this game to improve. Okay, over here. Yeah, seems to be the same type of thing going on. Things, yeah, like the computer monitor is doing that same thing where it seems to be rotating about some point outside its body. Fire extinguisher doing the same thing. Good for fire safety, though ideally you want to keep your fire extinguisher in a fixed location and not just leave it floating in space. Oh. Yeah, that's also not very natural. Usually things move a lot more smoothly and don't just jump like that. Okay. So, from an artistic perspective, this is definitely a nice, dramatic way to start the game. I say that right before the Earth starts to explode.
What was that?
Good morning, Aria Adams. We hope you had a restful sleep at the Entropy Centre.
What? Where am I?
Please find your timetable for today's puzzle exercises on your personal computer.
Okay, what is going on?
Okay, so very...
Inside the Entropy Dome is 26 degrees.
Okay. I just fiddled around with the audio options a bit. Made the subtitles as big as they can be for people watching on a smaller screen. Sorry, there's no option for bigger than that. And also, it turned up the volume of the voices, so hopefully it'll be a bit better. But anyways, it feels like a Portal-inspired setup here. You wake up, no idea what's going on, you're told to do puzzles. So I might need to call Valve call the police on Valve instead. Still unsure who they'll be called on. They'll be called on someone. Let's face it, if they go after any corporation in the world, it'll be an improvement over what the police are probably already doing. Okay. Alright, let's see. What do we have here? Okay. Interact. Yeah, sorry, they always give the Xbox controls, even when you're not using an Xbox controller. You gotta do that mental remapping, and they've got the Y button selecting, which is the triangle on a PlayStation controller, or where the X is on a Nintendo controller. And that's an unusual button to use for selection. I mean, probably the most unusual. Nintendo usually uses the right button. Sony uses the bottom. I think Xbox does too in their interfaces. And there are plenty of games that inside them use the left button, but using the top button for selection is on. Okay, well, let's just go ahead. Entropy Puzzle Team, your timetable. Dear Aria, thank you for your continued hard work at the Entropy Centre. Your role is Junior Puzzle Operative. Please find attached your timetable for this week's puzzle exercises. A maximum of 2 puzzles can be shifted into next week if required. Please contact your Entropy Supervisor to arrange this. Monday, Puzzle Area 1 to 2, Tuesdays 3 to 4, Wednesday, Beta Testing Puzzle Element 19. Ooh, beta testing. I hope it's paid beta testing in there. I hope we're being paid for this at all. I hope we consented to this at the very minimum. You know, a dirty secret of research science is people almost never get paid for their time, and if they do get paid, it's a pittance. Like, you might get a £5, $5 coupon to somewhere for an hour's work. It's, yeah, research budgets don't allow much for compensating volunteers, which is a real shame because people are effectively working to help out science and should be paid more for their time. I mean, they should at least be guaranteed minimum wage. Anyway, Thursday, study and research time. Friday, puzzle area 6 to 8. Huh. Seem to be skipping over puzzle area 5. I wonder if we get time off. You know, fun story. Originally, astronauts weren't allocated any time off at all. They were basically expected to eat, sleep, and work the entire day. It eventually led to an unofficial strike on the Skylab space station because the astronauts were going crazy from not having any time to relax. And after that, it was never officially acknowledged by the government, but they did start scheduling free time for the astronauts. Okay. So, HR team, new employee. Okay, so we're an employee. We better be getting paid. Dear Arya, welcome to the Entropy Centre. We are extremely pleased to have you on board as a junior puzzle operative. Please find attached your timetable in an upcoming email. Please use the rest of this week to become acquainted with the center. You are welcome to browse at your own leisure, use the local amenities, and meet your fellow colleagues. If you have any questions at any point, please feel free to contact your line manager. Okay, thank you, Entropy Center HR team. Pretty boilerplate. Oh, open door. Anything else I can do here? No. Okay. 2 of 76 intel collected. Okay. Anything else I can do here? Or just any other environmental clues. So, the level of technology we see is roughly similar to what we saw in the intro. I worry that the intro might be a flash forward of what's going to happen if we keep up working at this job. Okay, make better tomorrow. Picture of the Earth, unexploded. And that's my favorite version of the Earth. Suitcase. Huh. And you don't often see a suitcase in an office, let alone multiple suitcases. Rubbish bag, yeah. Trousers. Or for Americans, pants. For British people, no pants. Files. Yeah, more rubbish bags. Huh. This is interesting. Yeah, I wonder what's going on here to lead to things being in this state. Okay, we got those overalls, it looks like. Okay. Okay, overalls start to make more sense. It's like a work site. And they're just putting the rubbish anywhere. But why would you have suitcases? Let alone multiple ones. What can we see? Entropy Weekly. Entropy technology. What does this mean for Earth? Oh. Yeah, nothing there. Just generic magazine stuff. Plant. It's not a bad... Yeah. It's not getting much sunlight in here. It's pretty healthy despite that, though. I guess... I wonder if they... Yeah, it seems odd they would arrange the natural light to work well with plants. Could it be a... No, it doesn't look like it'd be a fake plant. Look at all the grass growing here. Okay. What's on this screen now? Weather report. Okay. Yeah. Due for getting a bit rainy. Overall mild. Presumably those are temperatures in Celsius, which would be... I mean, looks like an average Scottish week there. So... I wonder if that gives us some clues to the location. We've got weather without a very wide range. Does anything else give us a clue to location? Temperatures in Celsius. But yeah, it could also be like autumn or fall in Canada. What else? Oh, I just remembered from the intro, the loudspeaker was called tannoy. That's a specifically British terminology to call it a tannoy. It's naming it after the company, like Xerox or Kleenex. So I'm guessing this is in the UK. Obviously post-Brexit UK. Technology really went downhill quickly after Brexit. But, okay. Now let's see what we have out here. So, something locked, can't go through there yet. Maybe that's a skylight? Yeah, okay. So, it's either for natural light or the complete lack of natural light, which is normal in the UK. Plant seems to be doing well, though. Oh, I hear some music.
Hello? Anyone? What happened here?
Yeah. So, it looks like this place is not simply disused, but people have been piling up junk around the place, and then it went disused. So it was in disrepair for a while, like all the rubbish bags piled up and stuff, well, in decline. Can we see anything in here? Not really, no. Okay. And yeah, piling up box anywhere, so it was not properly taken care for, and then it was abandoned and plants grew, somehow surviving despite the little natural light in the rooms. But yeah, maybe those are, yeah, maybe the artificial light's good enough for them.
This is an Entropy Centre staff announcement. The time is 8:50 a.m. Please, can all puzzle operatives make their way to their allocated puzzle exercises for today? Thank you.
Okay. Sound of the voice is a bit faint for me, but I'll bump up the volume in post-production, so hopefully you can hear that clear. Did sound like the announcer had a British accent, though, so... not a Scottish accent, so I'm guessing this probably takes place in England, most likely. Okay. Entryway?
Okay, try not to panic. There has to be someone around.
So, question, how did Aria get here? She had to have been brought here. But why would somebody bring her here and leave her in an empty office in a disused building where the tannoy still works and seems to be giving her directions? It's also of note, the computer was able to connect to the door and open it, which is a surprising level of technology compared to everything else we see around. Like, from the rest of this level of technology, you wouldn't expect the doors to be wired up to some sort of company intranet that would allow them to be opened. So, something fishy is definitely going on here. I mean, I think that goes without saying. No, can't jump up. Slightly different poster. Earth still, thankfully, unexploded. Okay, let's check out reception. See if there's anybody just waiting at the front desk as if nothing's happened. No. Okay. Okay, locking the bathroom door. Is this a bathroom? No, it's not. Okay, no. I was gonna say, I saw the cleaning stuff, thought the bathroom was being cleaned, and thought, okay, why would you put a lock on the bathroom? But they're just cleaning the offices in here. Okay. Let's see. No one at the front desk. We must be out of hours. Okay, glass in front of the desk. So either it's post-COVID, where they put glass up everywhere, or it's something where they want some security. So maybe the receptionists work with money of some sort?
You scared the life out of me. What are you? Right. Hello, E? Should I be afraid of you? Okay, well, do you know what happened here? Where did everyone go? Okay, well, see you around, I guess.
Okay, so that's a bit more technology that seems out of place with the rest of the level of technology. Alright. Can we... Is there any way to duck? No, it doesn't seem to be. Okay, so we've got wild, seemingly sapient robots wandering the building. Huh. Yet another design for the poster. Let's see. No cups and no water. Okay, puzzle areas 01. Oh, you see, this is another thing. Post-Brexit Britain, everybody forgot how to use plurals properly. Let's see. Yeah. That's really overgrown here. Yeah, excuse the bit of popping in this game. I'm not sure how much is the game not being optimized as it could be, and how much is the fact that I'm playing this on a laptop. It's a gaming laptop, but yeah, you're going to be limited by that. Okay. You know, think about it. Look how high that jump was. If this were reality, that would have hurt. So, Aria must have magic legs like Shell did. Okay, pick up the cube. Yep, we also have your official portal puzzle cubes. Yeah, cube and switch puzzles. You know, back in Portal Cube, there was a bit of Portal 2, there was a worry that block and switch puzzles might have caused the current catastrophe, so I've got my eye on you. If this is all your fault, I'm coming for you. Oh, I guess the door's closed. I'm not coming for you. Alright, what do we have here?
Is anyone there?
Well, there's something there, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything with it. That looks like one of those locked doors, so even if I could see it, I probably wouldn't be able to do anything with it. Okay. Anything of interest around here? No. Huh. This appears to be interactable for some reason. Interesting. Okay, can't get to the testing range or puzzle areas 1. entropy brick. Fuel your brain. Vitamins, no added sugar, high in iron. Oh. Okay, computer there. Before interacting, let's just look around a bit. This looks kind of like it might be a experimental chamber. Okay, is that a portal gun? Okay, I'm gonna look up Valve's number and start dialing. I'm not gonna finish dialing, but I'm gonna start dialing. Okay. Acetylene, so I believe that's flammable, so not the best. Alright, looks like the computers are the only thing I can interact with here. Oh, some books, let's see. Everybody tilt your head to the side and let's read together. Entropy Energy, How to Solve Puzzles with Time, Puzzle Exercise Assistance and How They Help You, New Employee Guidebook, PEA. Yeah, and there's a book there that doesn't have anything on the side. That's not very convenient. Now I want to read it. Maybe that's its own type of advertising. The mystery book draws the eye. Okay, anyway. Entropy Energy 101. Oh wait, the first Entropy Energy is also PEA. Huh. Maybe PEA is the author. The Entropy Center Employee Handbook. Entropy and its natural decay into disorder. Yeah, not exactly how I would word a description of entropy, but okay. Yeah. I'm not getting into a big discussion of entropy here. If you want to see that, go check out my first couple of videos on Portal Reloaded. I get too far into the math there. So I'm not going to repeat myself. You can go see those if you're interested. Okay, computer time. Come on. Testing lab handheld entropy device. The handheld entropy device manual, part 01. Handheld entropy device, HED, is a standard issue device for all puzzle operatives within the Entropy Center. The device allows its user to rewind an object back in time, up to a limit of 30 seconds into the past. Other functionality includes the ability to pause and resume an object in time. Yeah, this really does sound like the recall ability. Okay. The handheld entropy device is a requirement to solve all entropy puzzles found within the center, and in turn generate entropy energy to charge the facility's power core. Okay, I'm not really sure what they mean by entropy energy. Entropy isn't energy, it has, well, a different unit than energy. It's like force versus acceleration. They're related, but they're not the same thing. You need to throw in some other property to relate them. In the case of entropy and energy, you need to multiply entropy by the current temperature to get units of energy. Okay. Installed within all handheld entropy devices is a puzzle exercise assistant, PEA. Okay, so PEA is puzzle exercise assistant. These programmable AIs... Okay, you wouldn't put an apostrophe there. Apostrophe rules, you don't use them to pluralize, with the sole exception of when you're pluralizing a single letter. So if, like, you were doing multiples of the letter I, then you would do I apostrophe S. But otherwise, you don't use apostrophes to pluralize. These programmable AIs help and assist puzzle operatives in their progress through the puzzle areas. It was found that PEA apostrophe S increased productivity within puzzle operatives by an average of 43%, and thus are now standard issue with all handheld entropy devices. Okay, anything else to do here? No. Okay, more intel. So, what can we do over here? Oh, does this maybe... Yeah, that one.
Test in progress. Please stand well clear of the testing area.
But I want to get a good view. Okay.
Entropy test complete.
Yeah, so recall can't do that. It can't restore broken objects. Alright, can I grab the entropy gun now?
Huh. What is this?
I didn't do read.
Very nice to meet you.
Why did you jump out at me like that?
Apologies. I did not mean to startle you. I have just been inactive for a very long time. My name is Astra. I am a puzzle exercise assistant, or P for short.
Wait, a what?
You are now in possession of a handheld entropy device, capable of rewinding objects into the past. Give it a try.
Nice to meet you, Astra.
Okay, so right trigger to rewind.
Wow, that's cool.
Well done. You did great. Deploying emotional support.
Thank you, Astra.
So can I use this, or you, on anything?
The handheld entropy device only contains enough power to rewind static objects up to 300 cubic meters in size.
That's pretty big
In
still.
normal terms, that means you can rewind small structures, debris, and puzzle elements, of course. Living animals, such as the office cat, cannot be rewound.
Right. No rewinding cats. Got it.
Oh. Okay, now I'm thinking about the ethics of rewinding cats. So what happens, ethically speaking, when you rewind a cat? Do you kill the current cat and give rebirth to the cat as it was 30 seconds ago? Yeah, because in some sense, the cat with its memories up to the present, yeah, from 30 seconds ago to the present, that experience gets deleted. Now, yeah, or is it as simple as, you know, the cat still lives, you just alter its memories and physical state? Yeah, honestly, to me, it feels like you would be, like, killing the current cat and replacing it with a version of its past self. So yeah, probably for the best we can't kill cats. Well, probably for the best we can't rewind cats. I don't like the ethics of that. It would let the cats live longer, but I'm not sure it's worth the ethical trade-off. Oh, okay, so I can cancel the rewind. Okay, and then the counter on the gun goes up for as many seconds as it does something. And then I can just let it go forward in time. And when it stops moving, the gun stops counting. Okay. So, chemical container, VRS. Add a couple of vowels, you get a virus. So, not happy about that. Though it is labeled as nitrogen. Yeah, oh, liquid nitrogen. Okay. So, they've really got to cool stuff down. So, dangerous, but not VRS dangerous. Can I interact there? Wonder if the numbers mean anything. The series of periods here imply something like an IP address. You know, not specifically an IP address, as there's too many separate numbers. IPs only have 4 numbers separated by periods. Yeah. Yeah, could just be set dressing. A lot of this could just be set dressing, but some of this could be giving us interesting clues. So, ooh. Okay. Now this could help us nail down the year. I'll have to look it up later, as I don't know offhand when exactly each element was named. Or offhand discovered, but that was relatively recently that the final set of elements up through number 118 were confirmed discovered, and then even more recently that they were all named. So this is in the period after they've all been discovered, but only up to LV was given a name. Hold on, I'm gonna pause. Let's figure out a time frame for this. Okay. So, nailed it down to 4 years. So, LV is Livermorium, which was officially named in 2012. The next element to be named was this one, which is called UUT here, and is now called Nihonium, after Japan, Nihon being the Japanese word for Japan, and that was named in 2016. So this poster comes from between those two dates. Now, they could have gotten an old poster, but at the very least, this gives the earliest possible date that this poster could have been bought as 2012. Now, 2012, you might notice, does not really fit well with the technology of these old CRT monitors. They were well into flat screen monitors, or even people using laptops at work by 2012. So I'm not sure if that's a deliberate choice, but they definitely deliberately chose this style of technology alongside sapient robots. Okay, so setting earliest year at 2012. Okay, now we can probably use this to that. There we go. And if we decide, oh, no, it won't let us collapse it. It must have a safety feature built in. Okay, press Y to pick up objects. Okay, so presumably we can just recall it. Oh, and it even shows the path just like recall. Yeah, it could just be a coincidence Nintendo did the same thing as this game, but yeah, and came up with the same ideas. But yeah, I think actually Nintendo tried to patent the recall ability, but since this game came out first, I don't think it's patentable since there's prior art that uses it. Alright, well, I think we're in a testing chamber now, so maybe let's do some tests. Where to? Okay. Oop, something here. Oh. Yes, something tells me that apple decayed in more than 30 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, can't do anything about it. And I also can't redecay the apple. Well, let's tidy things up a bit. Oh, you know, it just occurred to me, they mentioned an office cat. I haven't seen it yet. Hopefully it's doing alright. And I also hope that in the process of discovering they couldn't remind the cat nothing bad happened to the cat. I'm gonna assume they tried that on a healthy cat. Okay. So, we can start that swinging. Yay, physics. Okay, insert a 30-minute digression on pendulums here. And... yeah. And then, yeah, it does record the full path, so... interesting. Hold on. So let's see, if we put it out there... So it didn't seem to go back to the full arc. So let me just try rewinding again. See if we get back to the full arc this time. Yeah, it's not giving us a full 30 seconds to restore. That's interesting. I wonder why that is. Okay, don't think... Okay, so what I'm guessing we have to do is get on this, rewind, and that'll get us up. But before going up there, I just want to check around the other area. See if there's anything else to play with here. Okay, yep, another kind of... Maybe those are stairs that broke down? Yeah. It's very convenient that everything that breaks does so in less than 30 seconds. Especially when they break just after a long period of decay. It's just suddenly, oh, only 3.5 seconds, it all falls down. Okay, so that looks like the path on. I'm going back to the other place first, see if I can boost myself up by rewinding while I stand on it. Yep, that seems to work. Cool. Okay. Anything interesting in here? More books. Okay. Sideways head time. Entropy energy. Hold us up this time. And looks like the same basic set of books. History of Earth. They doubled up on the books here. That's a very boring bookshelf. This is somebody who... Okay, the office has one stock set of books, but they want to look intellectual, so that they buy the whole set 3 times and put them on different shelves, just so it looks like they've got more books than anyone else. Anything else we can do here? Okay. Locked door. Can I rewind the lock? No, doesn't seem to be. Oh. Not sure why there was a puzzle to get up here. Oh well. Let's keep moving on. I'm just noticing the other pillars I built are still up, and I can't cancel them from here. You need line of sight with something, not counting glass, in order to cancel them. Good. So from here, yeah, I can see the pillar. Maybe there's a distance limit or something.
So, Astra, do you know what's going on? Where is everyone?
The Entropy Center may or may not be experiencing some minor technical difficulties, but do not let that alarm you. Our puzzle operations can continue as normal.
Minor difficulties? It looks like no one's been here in years. And what are these puzzle operations, anyway?
The puzzle areas, to generate entropy energy, of course. It is my core installed directive to guide and assist staff members through the puzzle areas to generate entropy energy and make a better tomorrow.
Okay, Astra. Just why can't I remember anything? I don't even know where I am.
I am not sure. My hard drive also seems somewhat corrupted. I have just submitted an appointment request to medical for you.
Okay, let's just keep going. There's gotta be someone around. And preferably someone human, not more smiley robots.
What was that?
Oh, nothing.
Okay, I can't wait for you to solve puzzles for us and make a better tomorrow!
Come on, Arya, don't you know that it's so much easier to render robots and make them look decent than it is to render humans? Game devs have budgets, so you know, it's really unreasonable of you to expect humans. Plantation, entropy control deck, staff break area. I wonder if they put those locks on every door, even if you're never able to open it, just to, I don't know, maybe obscure which ones you can open. You know, it reminds me of a game design trick. I forget which game it was, but there's one point where you're on this chase sequence where you don't really have time to go on side tracks. And at one point you pass a door, which, like, most doors in the game that you can't open don't even have a doorknob, they're just textures, and sooner or later the player starts to intuitively notice it. But you pass a door on the side which does have a doorknob, and you think, oh, I could open it, oh, but I'm busy, I've got to go. But if you were to stop and go through the door, it just goes to this small, tiny room with another door you can't open beyond it. And the whole purpose of that is just to make the world feel a bit larger, to you know, give you the intuition that there is more world there that you can't get to. So I wonder if that's the same thing that's going on here. They're using that icon on every door just to give you the feeling that there is more world there you can't get to. And it's only because these doors are locked, and you might be able to change them to unlocked at some point, but you might not. It's a neat trick if that is what this game is doing, a clever way to make the world seem a bit larger without much extra work. Okay. Now hold on. We actually are in the toilets now. Okay, so they don't have an electronic lock. They do appear to have a mechanical lock, but that's not too unusual. Security might lock it up overnight. Okay. So at least they didn't put an electronic lock on the toilet. And it's good that they labeled these stalls that they have inside the bathroom. Yeah, otherwise you'd be completely baffled as to what you could find inside. Ooh. Wonder what those instructions are. Yeah, I can't get close enough to read. But also interesting. Yeah, WC. Okay, definitely British. But the only non-British thing about it is that they don't label the allowed sexes in the toilet. The UK is really weird about gender-neutral toilets. The law is that if you don't have sex-segregated toilets, you have to make basically a private room per toilet. So you can't have cubicles unless it's gender-segregated, but they don't have any sign for that. Now, and I don't see any sign falling down. Presumably this is the biological women's, the non-urinal needing people's toilet. Yeah, I'm going with that one. And, oh, we've got another one here. Yeah, 2 sets of toilet, both for people who do not use urinals. People who do use urinals are out of luck. They've just got to pee against the wall. Absolutely no other option. I mean, that's why they put urinals in, because people who need them have no other option for how to pee. Yeah, there are a lot of suitcases around, too. That's weird. Who would leave their suitcases in the toilets? Yeah. Ooh, a canteen. Okay. Staff break area. Exactly where you want to pile up the rubbish in the break area. Yeah, somebody just left their bottles where they were. Ooh. Sparkling water. You might not be able to read it, but the label says sparkling water on this very orange soda. I was looking at that and thinking, well, is that Iron Brew? Maybe we are in Scotland. For those who don't know, Iron Brew is a very strong-flavored orange soft drink. For a while, it was even more popular than Coke in Scotland, and also decently popular in Northern England. but this is labeled as sparkling water. I dare you to drink. Come on, you know you want to. Puzzle brand. Fuel for puzzle solving. You know, it's one of these workplaces that wants you to spend your entire life there. So they give you breakfast and stuff. You can order pizza. There's a ping pong table. They put a lot of money into these perks to subtly encourage you to work unpaid overtime and not take any time off and basically spend your life at the office. Alright, let's check out the plantation. Ooh, is that water? It's oddly pixely for water. Yeah. Maybe it's just the art aesthetic. They didn't want to render proper water. So they just give it, yeah, here, this blue fog, this is water. Really? I'm used to water being more liquid. No, this is water. Everybody else says this is water. You're the weird one if you think this isn't water. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh, we can actually climb up this slope. Yeah, this looks like a better relaxation area. A lot less rubbish around here. Somebody left a cord out. Alright, well, let's go ahead. Finance, puzzle areas 01. And you know how this is a well-designed office building? They never tell you what's in the other direction. You get told what's in one direction, but not the other. That's how you know it's well designed for people who work here and might need to go in either direction at any time. Because they're only ever told one. If they don't know what's in the other direction, that's on them. Okay, so finance, laboratory 01, periodic table over there. Puzzle operative route 1 start. Entropy center. Hold on, it's route 1? Don't you mean roots 1? Come on, be consistent with your pluralization.
Thanks, Astra. That wasn't the intention.
Speak for yourself, Aria. Yeah, okay. Yeah, still no one around. Okay. Can. Okay, so now I have the option to get crushed. Okay, cool. Always good to know what your options are. Now hold on. Is there anything I could stand on there that will lift me up? Let's give that a try. Nope. Okay. Getting crushed successful. Okay, so can't use that as an elevator.
Warning, do not stand underneath falling debris, unless the intention is to get crushed.
Thanks, Astra. That wasn't the intention.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's convenient that it just started collapsing when I came into the room. Yeah, it's kind of like in the Outer Wilds, where the whole solar system starts doing really interesting things it can only ever do one time, but only in the 22 minutes where you're playing the game. The hundreds of thousands of years before that, the solar system was incredibly boring. As soon as you start to play, dust flies from one planet to another.
We wish you a productive day of puzzle exercises here at the Entropy Centre. Remember, make a better tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Do we actually get to the puzzles now? Have I not wasted so much time we don't even get to the first puzzle in the episode? Pick up and move cubes, then rewind with right trigger. Okay. So what's the goal of this puzzle? Okay. We have 2 switches, 2 doors. We can stand on one to activate it. We can move a cube to activate it. Okay, here's your solution. So, essentially we just have to think backwards here. At the end of the puzzle, we want that door to be open. Yeah, those of you who watched me play Portal Reloaded know that I like thinking backwards from these puzzles. So, at the end we want that door to be open. So, the final state will look like this, but prior to that, we need that door open, which means we will need the block over there. Now, we have the ability to rewind time, which actually makes thinking backwards pretty convenient here. So, in order to open that, we will move the block over here, go through this door, and then rewind the block until it's on the other platform. And then this door is now open. Now the only question is if there's a way like Portal to somehow lock ourselves in this chamber without the block. Let's see, if we stand on the other side of the door, we can lift it up, keep rewinding.
Congratulations, you just completed your first official entropy puzzle. You finished in the top 5%
Oh, nice.
of the bottom 50 staff members.
Oh, right. Well, there's always room for improvement, I guess.
Okay. I'm just thinking if there would be a way to get locked up. So we can rewind the block after we go through, but then this door closes. How would we completely screw ourselves over that? So we would have to stand on there. Yeah, but then we can only rewind the block. Yeah. I'll have to think more if there's a way to break that puzzle. Okay, puzzle number 101 completed. Time taken 2.4 minutes. Wonder if that's an accurate measurement. It does feel about right. Insufficient entropy, and please continue puzzle exercises. Your device is 2% charged. So, for some reason, doing these puzzles gains us entropy energy. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can just speed run, figure this next one out as quickly as possible once I go through the door. See if I can get myself a better score this time. So, let's look through if there's any clues. Yeah, puzzle 102. Oh, we can read that first. Do not aim the handheld entropy device at others. You said it didn't work on living beings, but now you're telling me not to aim it at others? Oh, maybe you don't want me manipulating their clothing. That could be a funny prank. Just as somebody walks in the door, aim your gun at their clothes, rewind their clothes. Yeah, that would be fun. Okay, I see why you don't want us to do that in an office environment, though. Do not discuss solutions with other staff members. Yeah, you gotta keep things fair. One person per puzzle at a time. Please form an orderly queue. Yep, definitely British. Okay. Well, I can't see anything else. Maybe there's... yeah, there looks like a lock over there connected to... oh, there's a platform. Okay, we've got a block there, platform there. Let's go. Okay, we have... it looks like we have 3 doors. So we are going to need to have it there. And have it there. And then back there. Okay, left bumper sees the rewind trail. Yep, okay. Sorry, I am speed running, no time to look at it. Okay, move to the other one. Going through. And rewind more. And we are through. Okay,
So,
how's my
I
record?
used to work here or something? And what are all these rooms?
The Entropy Center database shows that you are an employee, a junior puzzle operative. You are currently navigating through puzzle areas, section 01.
Right. One room at a time, I guess.
Yeah. So Astra, this time I go fast, you don't tell me my rank. Yeah, not very supportive, are ya? Okay, well, gotta clean up here. Also no screen to tell me my rank. Oh, maybe this is all part of the same puzzle room. And I wasted time there. Okay. Gotta go back to quickly. Okay, we've got one switch that I see. We put the block there. Okay, and it goes up, so we're gonna need to take the block out, keep it visible to us while we go on there, then we rewind it back onto the switch. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Resume time to drop it. And we're through. Puzzle room 104. Okay, so those were both independent puzzles. Okay.
Hello? Anyone?
No life signals detected nearby. Just bushes. Note, bushes do not respond to verbal greetings.
Says you.
Yeah, that. Thanks.
Yeah, if I make my verbal greeting loud enough, that bush will respond. I mean, that's just physics. Yeah, you just scream loudly, the bush is going to start shaking from the sound of your voice. Yep, same things. Okay. Okay. Is this just the same solution as before? Okay. Well, let's see. So if it's there... yeah, okay, so final state going to be over there. And then... we can put it there and... yep, jump. And back you go.
Great work. You are making excellent progress. Continue heading through the puzzle areas. Hopefully, we should find someone soon.
Yeah, okay. Nice view from here. So it looks like there's actually a large, somewhat enclosed area. Yeah. Huh. I wonder what's up with the ceiling. Because it's too gray to be a night sky. I mean, if there were that much light, you wouldn't be able to see the stars, and in any case, the stars aren't that bright and clustered. You'd have some that bright. But is that like artificial light scattered around to kind of resemble stars, maybe? Oh. Now they actually do have arrows going in both directions. Maybe this is a trap for the employees who want to trust arrows going in another direction. They should know better. Okay, entropy control deck, puzzle areas 2, cataclysm control, and arboretum are this way. Puzzle number 104 completed. It only gave me time on that last one. And we are at 5%. So first one gave us 2%, then the next 3 only gave us 1% each. There could be some rounding going on, a bit of variation, but yeah. I mean, we're charging, but I'm not sure if it's... Okay, come on, here's another tech thing. NFC. So, that's a much more recent technology. Yeah, I'm not sure if they had NFC vending machines in 2012. Yeah, at least where I worked, they didn't. You still needed cash then. So again, it could just be an old periodic table and a lot of other old tech. Okay, storage bay 4 via entropy transport shuttle. Entropy control deck, puzzle areas 2. Yeah, I can't get through there. Wonder what the entropy transport shuttle is. Is it like they just stick out a plate, drop it down, and then it's up to you to reverse time and go back up? Now, thinking about entropy energy a bit, one thing occurs to me is that often when we're talking about using energy, using up energy, in one sense, yeah, we are using energy, but what we're really doing is using up free energy. That is, the energy that's, well, specifically, free energy is usable energy in a system. Very often a system will have unusable energy, which is just loose heat that you can't do anything with other than just let the system expand freely. And so basically the way it works, I think the equation is free energy is equal to total energy minus temperature times entropy. That gives you the free energy in a system. And the total energy is always constant, but you can use up the free energy over time. That can be decreased by the laws of thermodynamics. It can't be increased. Yeah, statistically speaking, there's a remote chance, but practically speaking, you can't. So that's basically what happens with entropy. Entropy increases over time, and the free energy in a system decreases. So if you have entropy energy, whatever that is, or you can basically reverse the arrow of time, reverse how entropy happens to rewind time, you can rewind the loss of free energy to get more free energy. So you can take energy that's dissipated from the system, basically gone from a useful form. Like, imagine you just hold something up high. The potential energy in that is in a useful form, as when it falls, you could do practical work with that. You could bonk someone on the head who deserves it. That's practical work. But once you do that, it dissipates into sound energy, heat energy, and angry coworker energy. None of which are very productive. Unless you've just got one of those coworkers who works angry, but yeah, probably still not very productive. But if you rewind that, you can get the thing back up in the air again and bonk another coworker. So each time you turn potential energy into, other more dissipative sources of energy, sound, heat, angry coworkers, losing potential energy, but then your entropy gun brings the potential energy back. So overall, you can do more work than you should be able to with the same initial amount of energy. The trick I would ask is then, okay, well, how does that gun work? Because if we would do this in reality, we could just take the plate and lift it up ourselves, even without the gun. But we still have to expend energy from somewhere to do that. The gun must be able to do that without expending energy, or at least by expending less energy than would be needed to raise it up. Yeah, so what the gun is doing is it isn't just applying energy to reverse entropy. Now, if you think about it in the most basic forms, if you want to reverse the arrow of time...
Structural integrity of this area is at 43%.
43%? I like those odds.
Can I reverse that? Yep. Yes, I can.
Astra, how do we get off?
Please keep arms and legs inside the entropy transport vehicle at all times.
Okay, this isn't good.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking about how do you reverse entropy in the most simple sense.
Warning! Incoming heavy object!
The easiest way to
Not move any faster?
kind of reverse time would be to take...
200 miles per hour.
Yeah, I should let...
Increasing speed.
What? No. No, Astra, not that quick.
Warning, pipeline breach detected. Please vacate silo. Water level is rising.
Okay, I've got to play for a bit. That's not good. Can I, reverse that anyway? Any other way off? Water level's rising. On the upside, water is very foamy here. I'm not sure if that is an upside, actually. That might actually be bad. Well, let's go for a... No. Okay, we can't swim in the foam. Anyways, I was thinking, so if you want to reverse entropy, simplest way to do that is to just take every object in a system and reverse its velocity. Like, something has been traveling to the right, you reverse that, and now it's traveling to the left. And if you have a lot of things, that all works. So, like, if you have something that was falling, hit the ground, and then lost energy to... Ooh, okay, so... how do we... Yeah, okay, we can repair that, I think. Yeah, so if something hit the ground, lost energy to... Let's say it's just vibrations. You can reverse the direction of all the vibrations, and if all you do is reverse the directions, you aren't actually adding any energy to the system. You might violate conservation of momentum, depending on what exactly is included, but reversing all the directions won't add any energy. Yeah, I'll have to try that again and faster. So, yeah, you don't have to necessarily add any energy, and then once things are reversed, things will rewind. You just don't typically see things in that way. Like, all the vibrations will combine together into one big vibration, which will boost the thing back up into the air after it fell. You can imagine, just instead of, like, the floor vibrating, say something fell onto a spring and compressed it. If you reverse the spring, the way the spring is moving, you'll start the spring moving up, and the spring will give force to the object that fell on that. Now you can expand that thought experiment to a system of springs, or a floor that vibrates. Like, the center of the floor is one spring, and then it transfers that energy to other springs near it over time. But if they happen to be vibrating in just the right way...
All analysis concluded that you have most likely survived.
Thank you, Astra.
Next time, maybe give a little warning, Astra.
No problem. I have added speed as a dislike in your staff profile.
All right, let's keep going. There has to be someone around.
Yeah, so, as I was saying, so imagine we've got something falling, hits the ground, causes vibration. Now, if you flip the sign of those vibrations, all the physical laws are perfectly reversible in time. So the same physics will just happen in reverse. So what you would see is all the vibrations combining together into one big vibration at the center where the object hits. And then that big vibration won't have anywhere to go except into that object and will push hard on it back up into the air. Now, we don't see this in reality because it's extraordinarily unlikely that vibrations will combine in that way. You can set things up to cause big vibrations that will cause big boosts to something. Like if you ever looked at a bass speaker vibrating, you can see vibrations will cause big movement. So you can set it up, but you don't typically see things that you expect to be dissipative forces combine into productive work. It's just extraordinarily unlikely, but possible. Now, practically speaking, how do you go in and reverse the motion of every particle? Well, you can't really. Any action you would do to do that would cause its own loss of entropy elsewhere. Actually, I shouldn't say you can't. You can, but the process of doing that is going to build up at least as much entropy as you take away from the system by reversing any of those, because you have to do work on it, and doing any amount of deliberate work is going to cause a loss of entropy. You're just moving where, I said not a loss, a gain of entropy. You're just moving where that is. And there isn't really any way around the laws of thermodynamics except luck. You just have to get very, very lucky that entropy happens to reverse, which isn't impossible, it's just not very likely. And by not very likely, I mean it would probably, you never see a large-scale entropy reverse in the lifetime of the universe to date. You let the universe go on long enough into the future, yeah, then you might see it. You might even see one long enough to bring things all the way back to the Big Bang and start the universe over. I think I talked about this like a bit in the Outer Wilds. If things go on infinitely, math gets weird. All the ridiculously unlikely things that can happen but are so extremely unlikely so they never will, yeah, you multiply that small chance by infinity, suddenly they not only happen, but they happen infinitely many times. So, on the long history of the universe, yeah, we will see entropy reverse. In human history, no. Okay, let's get back to the game. Maybe one more round of puzzle solving to cap off the episode. Oh, complete Act 1. You know what, that's a good place to end it. I think I'll end it here, and hopefully find some time to come back and play through the next bit of the game. So, thank you everyone for sticking around. I don't know when I'll be able to find some more free time, so I'm not going to make any promises about the upload schedule, if or when I'll be able to get back to this, but hopefully I will, and I do hope to play more of this game. It's pretty interesting so far. Puzzles aren't too hard, but yeah, it's just the intro. They're getting us used to the mechanics. We'll see how hard it gets overall. Alright, well, thank you everyone. I will hopefully see you all later. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and click the bell to be sure you get notifications of new uploads. See you again soon.